often asked how I came to decide to start my own business. And I can't say there was any one moment that this notion seized me, but I will say that I had been thinking about it for several years. A number of people kept urging me to go out on my own. And one day I just stopped being afraid. The fear of failing at it left me, and I just thought I was excited and I'm going to give this a try. So I ended up leaving an agency where I'd been for 9 years, had a very happy experience there, to start out on my own. And I set up in an empty bedroom in my house. I was a single mom with a young son, so this was not something I did lightly. I knew very well that the risk was high. But I started the business with one client out of one bedroom, and I've really never looked back. Along the way, I moved to another house and moved the business up to the 3rd floor to a very large attic. And I came to a day when I had 4 freelancers showing up at my home, and that's when it became apparent to me that it was time to move out of the home-based environment and get real office space. So I went and got my first office in Ardmore. And one of the stories I always tell budding entrepreneurs is I did not realize that when you signed an office lease, you weren't signing it for a year the way you took an apartment. You had to sign a lease. I think back then I may have signed a 7-year lease. So there's nothing like signing a 7-year lease that makes you think, wow, we better succeed at this or we're going to have a problem. But I moved into that space. We kept adding to staff. More and more clients kept coming. And today we are almost 20 years old, and we're now located in our own building that we bought several years ago, and feels very much like a home for the dozen or so of us who work here. When I set out to build the business, there were 2 things I was really interested in doing, and the first was having an outstanding work product. I wanted us to be best in class, very smart, very responsive, do amazing work. But I also wanted to couple that with something else, and that was I wanted us to operate with the highest level of integrity as well as kindness and compassion. I think it's possible to do great work and to be wonderful people while you're doing it. And I have the privilege of working alongside an amazing team here, and I'm just so proud of what we've accomplished over the last 2 decades.